Welcome to Tashkent, the capital city of Uzbekistan, and I've been here for 4 days, and this is the first time I've actually been out to come out and see the sights. And I'm starting right here in Independence Square, and it's not really a square, it's more of a park. There's a lot of fountains, and what I wanted to go and see was the Independent Monument just over there. Unfortunately, I can't get through because there's a lot of police telling me no go, even though there's a lot of people over there, so they're stopping everyone. Now, I'm not too sure if it's because Parliament's in session and they've got important people around, but yeah, lots of tourists being kept away. Now, Tashkent's got a population of about 4 million people. Its nickname is, it literally translates as the City of Stone. And I so wanted to go and see that Independent Monument. So this is the heart of Tashkent, and it's had a few names in its past, starting when the Russian Empire took it on as Cathedral Square, then it became Red Square, and then Lenin Square. But after independence, where the statue over there is, the independence statue, was a statue of Lenin. In 1991, when Uzbekistan got its independence, Lenin came down and that one came in its place. Now it's a globe, golden, and it's meant to represent Uzbekistan, and I still can't understand why I can't go through. Oh well. So instead, I'm going to try and get some Instagram snaps. Yeah, no one can go through. And then I'm going to head down there towards the remainder of the park, Independence Square. So Uzbekistan's not one of the big touristy places that most Westerners go to, and for Tashkent, for 2023 they had just over 4 million international tourists, and when you compare that to, say, Paris, who had 26 million tourists. Now the majority of people that do come here are from neighbouring Central Asian countries, Russia, Kazakhstan, so not many Westerners do come here. Now I'm led to believe on the map just over there is the river, so I'm going to head down there and see if I can sneakily get in without getting arrested, hopefully. In the 4 days that I've been here, spent 3 of them on the outskirts of the capital in a hostel, chilling, doing nothing. And it was only yesterday that I moved into a closer hostel to where we are now. It was cheaper, and I've just noticed there's military guys just over there. I have no idea what's happening. So I've just walked past a lot of police. This is serious. So I don't want to photograph or video the army, but I don't know if you can see them in the background. So that's one big, long boulevard going in. Oh, with another one. It might be a cleaning day. So I needed the 3 days off just to chill, to relax. There's a traffic accident over there, more military. Oh, just close the door, mate. Oh, that looks bad. And somewhere down here is the river. And that's it there. and still not allowed to go in. Wow. I'm walking back down, but I have looked on a map and most of the buildings on that side are all governmental buildings, presidential palace. So if this is what it's like on this side for the police, you imagine what it's like over there. So I guess instead I should be heading somewhere that I can go and look at. It's got a very European vibe about this place. You've got wide avenues with just nice green areas, and then you've got this place here, which on any maps I've looked at didn't tell me what it is, but it does say the American University of Technology. Got an orientation day coming up. I might be a bit too busy for that. Now, one of the things I have found out after being in Southeast Asia and then Georgia before here is there's no street dogs. I am so used to dogs being everywhere. I have not seen one single dog in the 4 days I've been here. Oh, what's this down here? It's just a fountain, and there seems to be a lot of them around here. I found somewhere that I can get close to, and this is the Amir Temur Museum, and it's a big old impressive building, and there is a total lack of tourists anywhere around here. Now, I assume this place was closed. That's only because they've hidden the entrance. It's just down there. To get in there is 40,000 som, which works about £2.40. But to do any filming, oh, that's 60,000. Now, because I don't know who the guy is, even though he's a national hero of Uzbekistan, there is a statue of him down here. So let's go and see who he is first. And this is him, Amir Timur. He built an empire across Central Asia, Persia, and parts of India. And at its peak, it stretched from modern Turkey all the way to India. Now, in Europe and India, he is remembered as a ruthless warlord. Millions were killed in his campaigns, but in Uzbekistan, he's celebrated as the founder of the great empire. He was a patron of art, architecture, and science. So there you go. Amir Temur Monument and Square were created in 1993 based on the project and initiated by the first president of Uzbekistan. And I guess that's his little motto there, strength in justice. But there he is. And it looks like he's got a crown on his head. Shall I go to the museum? Nah. Only because I've never heard of him, and I'm being honest here, I know a lot of history. But that guy, sorry mate, another day. I've left Amir Timur Park and I found some shade because today is hot. I don't even want to know what the temperature is today. But in front of me is one of the most iconic buildings in Tashkent, and it is the Hotel Uzbekistan, and that is a big old hotel. So this was built in 1974 as the premier luxury hotel of the city. It was designed to welcome VIPs, international dignitaries during the Soviet era glory days. Now, they say that inside it hasn't changed much since 1974. And I wonder if I can go in to see what it's like inside. because it's still run as a hotel, even though there's more modern ones around. And with a tour bus just outside it, you know it's part of the tourist trail. I wonder how across the road. That looks interesting. And according to the map, that is the Palace of International Forums of Uzbekistan. Whatever that means. In 1966, there was an earthquake in the capital, and it was so big that it just destroyed the whole city. So the Soviet Empire came in, rebuilt it. So that's why it looks so modern, and there's hardly any historical buildings from way back that was left intact. And when you do look around, you can just see that they have actually put a lot of effort into it to make it a new city, a new capital. Right, it's now coming up to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I am hungry, and I saw this across the road from the statue. Let's see what there are to offer. Bread. Although that does smell nice. A lot of places are closed. In fact, the majority of them are closed. I might have to go back to that bread place and just have some bread, even though it smelled nice. So I've come all the way down. There's another street up here full of little food stalls. They're all burgers and hot dogs, with a couple of ice cream shops in between. Where's the plov? Now I think this is a touristy end, only because of the fact I've just seen a box down there says tourist police. Now I'm assuming that this place is not fully opened because it's a nighttime place, or the fact it's midday-ish and it's blinking hot. Well, that was interesting. Most of the places that I went to that was open, asked for stuff that was on the menu, didn't have it. So in the end I found a hot dog place, and this is what I had, and that cost me 30,000 som, which works out about £1.80. It's not too bad, but I think I'm going to head this way because there's more stuff to see. Now this is the touristy centre. You can tell that there is some work going on, especially over there. They're building some sort of a, I don't know, apartment blocks. I just don't get the buzz of a capital city, the buzz of lots of people. It just feels a bit dead. I mean, I could understand it if it was like a Sunday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But this is lunchtime on a Thursday afternoon. Sorry, Friday afternoon. And behind this fence line is another bit of building work going on, with pictures of what it's going to look like. Right, I've done what I think is being a big loop over there. I can just make out the Independent Monument, but in front of me now is the State Museum of History, and there is a bit of yellow tape going in front of it, which means it's closed. Now, I spoke to an Australian girl in the previous hostel I was in a couple of days ago, and she was quite disappointed with Tashkent, basically because of the fact that she was into her history, wanted to go to most of the museum and the art galleries, and the majority of them were temporarily closed for a short time. So instead of being here for a week, she left after about 2 days. She was quite disappointed with this capital, and I'm starting to guess I might be feeling the same. But it's a nice building, it looks classy. So the State Museum of History of Uzbekistan has been in various places around the city. This was originally in the 70s the Lenin Museum. Once they got independence, they changed it to Uzbekistan History Museum. Yeah. And the last place in the loop is just over here, and I'm assuming there'll be lots of policemen. And this is Uzbekistan's government buildings. Now I am across the road because I think I get a better view from over here, and behind that building there on the other side is the Independent Memorial. There's no police around there. Yeah, if you go towards the front, the wall is not too high for you to see the building behind. And then staying on this side of the road, I've come along this building here, which is the Romanov Palace. And this was built for the Grand Duke Nikolai Konstantinovich, who had been exiled to the outskirts of the empire in the Turkestan region. Now, this palace is now used as a reception house for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Uzbekistan. So, unfortunately, we're not allowed to go in. During the Soviet era, this place had been turned into a museum after the Grand Duke had died, because he had said that he wanted to give the palace to the people of Tashkent. And he wanted it to be a museum. Unfortunately, the government wants it. So coming away from the Romanov Palace, I'm in a nice little park with a statue of some guy. I'll try to find out who he is, but no idea. Now, usually when I go to a centre of a capital city, I'm sort of overwhelmed by the amount of people, the stuff to see. Not too sure about this place. It feels a bit empty. Now I understand it's a new city, rebuilt after the earthquake in 1966, but still, it just feels soulless. And I know there'll be people watching this going, you need to go here, you've got things to see, get away from the centre. I'm here for another 2 days, and I'll be out again tomorrow, because I'm standing in the shade right now because it's hot. I've already said it, and I will be seeing outside the city centre. I'm off to see the metro stations because I've been told they're amazing. I'm going to see bazaars, stuff. So if you want to see that, forget about this place. Watch the next video. Subscribe. Watch it. If you've enjoyed this video, then maybe just press a like. But until the next time, where I hope things get a little bit better, bye bye for now.